Deanna Sims, and I'm with the Children's Advocacy Center of Smith County. The Children's Advocacy Center, our purpose really is to protect and restore the lives of abused children, and we do that in several different ways. We do that with team investigations, we do that with healing services, with strategic partnerships, and with outreach services. And the bottom line of what we do is to try to help children who've been abused. They're referred to us through law enforcement or through Child Protective Services, or both many times. They come to our center to tell their story of abuse. And what we know, what we know is that it should never hurt to be a child. And people in our community, for one reason or another, have for some reason not valued or respected them. And our place is a place where they feel respect, they feel value. We are blessed that we've moved into a new, beautiful 5-story building, and it's been precious to watch children come in and see this child-friendly environment and this 5-story atrium lobby and spin around in it saying, you know, to themselves, this is a place for me. I feel safe, I feel heard, I feel like this is the first time that I'm able to breathe and feel like I can move forward in my life. And that's what we want for them. We provide therapy services, we provide medical services, and the protection side of it is putting our staff out into the community, mainly in our schools and daycare centers and churches and camps, to try to teach adults how to be sensitive to children in trauma and to recognize and report abuse, and to help children understand that they should have boundaries and have the right to have boundaries with their own bodies, and be able to tell a trusted adult if someone has crossed that line. Are we close?
You're 11 seconds left, so you did
Hey,
great.
so anybody who would like a tour of the Children's Advocacy Center, I'm so excited to tell the story in more detail, so just reach out to me and I'd love to have you come see us.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Smith, and with the Alzheimer's Alliance of Smith County. I actually just had someone I met here who said, I came in and you all saved my life. And we hear that all the time because we know that caregiving can be such a difficult emotional journey, not only for the caregiver, but for the person with dementia as well. So we offer what we like to call life-changing support for people living with dementia, as well as for their caregivers. So that looks like counseling. We have counseling services on a sliding scale. We have respite services on a sliding scale. We have day club on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is probably our most fun program. The people living with dementia get to come and have fun in a safe space, and their caregiver can get a break on Tuesdays or Thursdays. We have education programs. Next week, we're actually training faith communities to understand how to recognize people living with dementia, to understand how to recognize caregiver burnout, and what they can do in their faith community to make it a more friendly, inclusive space for people living with dementia. So we really wrap around the whole issue on the social side and make sure that we're taking care of the emotional support, the education that people need, because it's not intuitive to know how to care for someone living with dementia. And we see so much guilt from caregivers, and we try our best to alleviate that and empower them with the education that they need. And it's something that affects everyone. They think that about 1 out of every 3 seniors is going to have some kind of dementia at some point, and that's why we're here, because it's a growing issue, and it's an issue that people need help navigating. We've been in the community since 1982, and I feel like we're just getting started.
I'm Larry White with Crisis Response Ministries, and I serve as the Volunteer Coordinator and Director of Development. We have 7 chapters across East Texas. We have an office in Lindale, Texas, in the Journey Center. We're here to serve. It's in our name, Crisis Response Ministry. The sooner we get on the scene, the better we're able to help the victim. We are embedded with the Sheriff's Office and several of the surrounding police departments. And oftentimes we think of the victim as that family, but many times the victim is the first responder. In fact, we've been involved with a situation here in Lindale with the police department just this week. Last week, today's just Tuesday. It all runs together when you don't get a day off over the weekend. But we serve not only the victim, but many times, if it's the first responder, there's a secondary victim. That's his family. And our strength would be the strategic alliances we have with the CAC and many others, Children's Advocate Crisis Center of East Texas and West Texas, because we have not only 7 chapters in East Texas, we have 4 in the Metroplex. We serve as chaplains and crisis responder for DART. I share the breadth of that. We actually have an office in El Paso too. I share that to let you know, if you know of a situation, you have a family member, someone going through a crisis, there's only one number you have to remember. I don't always remember, so that's why I have it in front of me. 903-385-4737. That number is answered live 24/7. That's our answering service. They don't give up until they get hold of one of us. That's my 2 minutes.
That's your 2 minutes.
I'm taking her other 8. Larry White, Crisis Response Ministry.
Good morning. My name is Megan Riaz. I'm with Bethesda Health Clinic, and I'm sure everyone in this room knows someone who cannot afford health insurance and cannot afford to go to the doctor. Maybe you've been in the point in your life where you were without health insurance for a while, and you were going to call up the doctor, and it was going to be hundreds of dollars to go plus your labs fees. And that's where Bethesda Clinic comes in. We're a nonprofit medical and dental clinic, and we work to fill the healthcare gap by providing a place for people who are uninsured to go at a very reasonable cost, either $20 or $30 is their copay. And we do a lot of different services. We have, our main goal is primary care. We don't want people to use the emergency room for primary care when they can come to Bethesda and they can see really an amazing doctor. They can get all of their labs done. We have dental services. We have women's health services. We have free medication services. We have counseling, mental health. And this past year was really busy, and we added pediatrics September 1st. So we're here for the whole family now. I will say our pediatric clinic, we do accept Medicaid and CHIPS and have a sliding scale for those children whose parents are uninsured. But one of the most exciting things that we've done recently is we do have a space here in Lindell in the Journey Center. We opened in October, and we're doing limited services here, mainly primary care. We are open 2 days a week in Lindell. We're open every single Monday to do clinic. Dr. English, our CEO, drives from Tyler, so you're getting really amazing doctor here. And then on Wednesdays, we do admissions and labs. Like I said, labs are around $10 for full labs. So all of you guys, please help us spread the word. Please tell people. We know that there's people in Lindell, Van, Mineola who don't have health insurance, who can't afford the doctor. And we want them to come be part of the Bethesda family. We want to take care of them. We want to help them meet their needs. And I have 2 girls with me in the back that can give you more information about those services. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Rose Cade. I am with Heart and Hands of East Texas, and we are a Christian Job Corps site. We offer job and life skills to men and women to help them to rise up to be all that God has created them to be. We started in 2017. We were very blessed to be able to use the Methodist Church for the first 5 years. But now we have our own location. We lease a full wing at the New Journey Center. And so we have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And again, they're a 12-week program, and we have 2 semesters each year with full graduation. And so we have now to date graduated 101 students. And we start today for our spring location. And we have 10 students starting today. So we are so thrilled to be able to help people to rise up, because over the 101 graduates, we have had 19 professions of faith. And so if we can help men and women to have that personal relationship with Jesus Christ, then we know that they've got every opportunity ahead of them as God begins to work out his plan for them. And that's what we are all about. So, I think that does it? All right, thank you.